Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, everyone. Today I will going to present my PPT topic on interdisciplinary nature of science and difference between science as a discipline and science as a subject. First of all, we need to know that what is science. Science is an intellectual and practical activity encompasses several systematical study of the structure and behavior of the physical and natural world. It helps to investigate the truth through various kind of experiments, observation, and explanation. So that is science. Next, what is the importance of science? Basically, we can say that it improves our quality of life. From morning to night, we uses various kind of thing that is invented by science. It can easily state that it improves the quality of life. It solves the critical problems and complex problems of our daily life, and it includes the technological and medical field, as well as it is the way of learning the truth, and it enhances our critical thinking capacity or critical thinking power. So moving into our next slide, that is the what is interdisciplinary approach. So gradually we come to our point that science as an interdisciplinary field. So first of all, we need to know that what is interdisciplinary approach. Interdisciplinary approach means combining knowledge from different subjects. It involves two or more academic, scientific, or artistic discipline. So in one sentence, we can say that it is the study of more than one field or one discipline. Coming to our next slide, that is science as an interdisciplinary field. So how can we say that science as an interdisciplinary field? So science consists of math, social studies, science, various field of science itself, and the language group. What is the connection between math, social studies, language, and various kind of science? Moving into our next slide, that is the relationship between science and math. Science uses math data for measurement, data analysis, etc. various field. If we can say that in a scientific experiment, the various kind of data analyzed by the equation of maths, formulas of math, and statistical method of maths. We can say that math is the heart of science, and like examples, calculating speed, velocity, and acceleration in physics using probability and genetics like Punnett square, etc. Moving into our next slide, that is the relationship between science and social studies. Social studies includes the geography, history, pol science, economics, etc. In geography, earth science like geology, meteorology dictates where civilization rise based on resources and climate. We all know that the history consists of fossils, that is determine the civilizations, or that is determines the ancient period, which can be determined by the carbon dating process. That itself is a science. So science and history's relationship are very deep. In economics, scientific research is driven by funding. Conversely, scientific breakthroughs like green energy reshape the global markets. Moving into our next slide, that is science and language. Language and science relationship is very essential. If we need to write a journal, scientific journal that is clear by concept, so we need to know first the basics concepts and the basics grammar of a language. Technical writing like translating the complex data into a clear peer-reviewed journals, as well as the argumentation using the same process, using the scientific method to build a logical evidence-based argument similar to persuasive essay writing, etc. Music can produced by the physics, and the artifacts preservation, creation of color pigments, etc., all are done by the chemistry, that is science. So the relationship between science and language is very essential or very deep. Moving into our next slide, that is difference between science as a discipline and science as a subject. So first of all, we need to know that the what is the basic difference between discipline and the science, and the subject. uh, Discipline is the broader field of study, whereas whereas subject is the part of some curriculum. So, in science as a discipline, it is the field of knowledge and research, broader field of knowledge and research. But it in the science as a subject, it is the part of school curriculum. Science as a discipline generate new knowledge or new ideas, whereas the science as a subject transmit the existing knowledge or the existing discoveries, existing knowledge that is created by the discipline. Science as a discipline practiced by the scientist, whereas science as a subject taught by the teachers. Science focuses on discoveries, or science as a subject focuses on the learning of the discoveries. And lastly, the science as a discipline used advanced research methodologies, but science as a subject uses teaching, includes the structured syllabus and the textbooks. So basically, we conclude that the science is an interdisciplinary in nature. It is justified that it closely related to various subject or various field or various discipline. Science as a discipline create knowledge, and that knowledge is spreads by the science as a subject. So both are essential for developing our society, developing our education. And thank you.